So one of the interesting questions we always get is, what's the hierarchy of positions inside of a company? Well, a couple parts here. Part one, part two. I'm going to start with part two. Part two for me is I flip the org chart upside down. I put the hierarchy with the CEO at the bottom, supporting the C-level, who are supporting the VPs, who are supporting the directors, supporting the employees, who are really all supporting the customers, almost like an inverted pyramid. So for me, the hierarchy is upside down, but I know that's not really what you're asking. So here's the different positions that you might have inside of a company. You've got an employee, you've got a manager, you have a director, you have a VP, you have a C-level title like chief operating or chief marketing or chief financial, etc. And then you have CEO. That tends to be the proper titles in the organization. Now, there's been a trend over the last 20 years of putting these cute little titles on people like Duchess of Dollars, who's supposed to be like the head of finance, or the chief people officer. You really have to be careful with giving out titles that are confusing to people. People need to have a lot of clarity on the roles and responsibilities, the reporting structure, and what that title actually does. And sometimes while the title might be cute inside of your company, like the Duchess of Dollars, everybody knows that Kelly is the head of finance. When the Duchess of Dollars is sending off an email to your customers and suppliers, they don't really take it the same way that you do internally. So keep the titles clear, keep the titles organized, and make sure that the titles you have inside of the organization match the roles and responsibilities, the reporting structure, the level of autonomy the person has in their role, and what you're willing to pay. Don't give out titles that are too big too early, because people will then think that their role is very different than it is. They'll also start to have expectations for making a lot more money than you're really willing to pay them.